Good morning, students, and welcome back. Today we are going to start the fourth chapter of your supplementary reader, that is a question of trust. Don't worry, we'll do the previous chapter, The Midnight Visitor, in the next class, but we'll start with this chapter now. Okay, so as the title suggests, that it is about trust. Okay, and a question of trust, that whenever we don't trust people, or whenever we have this issue that we should trust this person or not, there arises a question of trust. Okay, so let's start the chapter. I'll just brief you about what is there in this chapter. So this chapter is about a robber, a thief. Okay, and he has some rules in his life. He doesn't rob every house, so he has his rules that he rob only once in a year, and whatever money does he get from robbing or stealing from others, he just spend all the money on buying books. So but one thing is there, whatever good you do, but one stealing or one robbing makes you a thief only, and he only robs once in a year to a very wealthy people. Okay, so as we all know that he is robbing once in a year, so he this time also he have searched about everybody, everything, where to go, how to rob, and everything about that house, the masters, even the dog, everything. So next what happens, he goes on the decided date that now there is a mansion, and then he goes over there. There he meets a lady. Okay, and then finally he is not able to recognize that lady. That lady also pretends to be the owner of the house, so he does the stealing for her, and he doesn't come across this thought doesn't come across his mind that maybe this woman is also a cheater. Later, when the police catches this person, his name is Horace Denby. Okay, so when later he comes to know that this woman was not the owner of the house, but she was also a thief. So a thief has cheated on another thief. So that is what the title signifies, a question of trust. We believe that in one profession there should be no cheating, right? We can't cheat one another. So this is about that. So we'll start with the story. Everyone thought that Horace Denby was a good, honest citizen. He was about 50 years old and unmarried, and he lived with a housekeeper who worried over his health. In fact, he was usually very well and happy except for attacks of hay fever in summer. Hay fever means allergy when in summer the wind blows too fast and where there are pollen grains all over, and he has this allergy with the pollen grains. Okay, so Horace Denby was a good citizen, a honest citizen, as everyone believed. Okay, so this was the description, that he's about 50 years old, he's unmarried, and he is living in a house with his housekeeper, right? So he made locks and was successful enough at his business to have 2 helpers. Yes, Horace Denby was good and respectful, but not completely honest. Now, so he had this business of making locks and keys. So he was pretty successful. He was doing good in his business. He could keep 2 helpers for him. But what happens? He was not completely honest. Why? 15 years ago, Horace had served his first and only sentence in a prison library. He loved rare, expensive books, so he robbed a safe every year. Each year, he planned carefully just what he would do, stole enough to last for 12 months, and secretly bought the books he loved through the agent. Now, so 15 years ago, what has happened? He has robbed some place, and he was caught and he was put to jail. And he was there in the prison library. Like, the prisoners also have to do some job in the prison. They are not just sitting and eating and having food over there. So he was there. He was appointed the job of working at the prison library. So from there he developed this love and interest for the books, and what he just used to buy rare and expensive books. So to buy those books, he used to rob one safe. Safe is a locker. Okay. So he used to rob this safe. He used to plan very carefully where to rob, how to go and everything. And he stole that much that would last for 12 months. आराम से उसके 12 महीने, a year would pass. And then he used to give that money to his secret agent and he would get some good books. Now walking in the bright July sunshine, he felt sure that this year's robbery was going to be as successful as all the others. So it was a July time and he was feeling that okay, this year also I'll rob so perfectly that I will get enough money. For 2 weeks he had been studying the house at Shotover Grange, looking at its room, its electric wiring, its paths and its garden. This afternoon, the 2 servants who remained in the Grange while the family was in London had gone to the movies. Horace saw them go and he felt happy in spite of a little tickle of hay fever in his nose. He came out from behind the garden wall, his tools carefully packed in a bag on his back. So this time he has chosen a place called Shotover Grange, the name of the house or the villa. And he has inquired and known everything about this house, that where was the electric wiring, where was the path, from where to go, where is the garden, everything about this house. So he knew that the owner of the house were in the London and the servants of the house, they were going for a movie. So he slowly went inside the house and from the behind of the garden wall, and only problem was his hay fever. Why? Because there were all pollen grains of flowers and he was getting this hay fever. So he packed all his tools and instruments, whatever was required to open the safe to rob the house, and he put them in his bag and he kept that bag on his back. There were about 15,000 pounds worth of jewels in the grand safe. So there was an amount of 15,000 pounds and that much of jewelry was there in the locker of the Grange's house. If he sold them one by one, he expected to get at least 5,000, enough to make him happy for another year. There were 3 very interesting books coming up for sale in the autumn. Now he would get the money he wanted to buy them. So what did he decide? He decided that he will rob, and whatever money he will get, it was very much, and he will buy 3 books that were coming in the market. He had seen the housekeeper hang the key to the kitchen door on a hook outside. He put on a pair of gloves, took the key and opened the door. He was always careful not to leave any fingerprints. So since he was doing all this job from past 15 years, so he knew how to handle every situation. He was knowing that the keys were there on the hook inside the room, and so he carefully took over the gloves and then he picked up the key. A small dog was lying in the kitchen. It stirred, made noise and moved its tail in a friendly way. So there was a dog, and then what happened? "All right, Sherry," Horace said as he passed. "All you had to do to keep dogs quiet was to call them by their right names and show them love." So he has inquired everything, that there is a dog, his name is Sherry, and he is saying that whenever you want to please an animal or make them quiet, just talk in a very friendly way and call their proper names. The safe was in the drawing room behind a rather poor painting. Horace wondered for a moment whether he should collect pictures instead of books, but they took up too much room in a small house. Books were better. So where was this locker? Where was this safe? Behind a big painting. So while seeing the paintings, a thought struck to him that he should collect pictures also. But then he thought that no, his house is very small and he can't afford to put pictures all over the house. So books are a better option. There was a great bowl of flowers on the table, and Horace felt his nose tickle. He gave a little sneeze and then put down his bag. He carefully arranged his tools. He had 4 hours before the servants returned. So the table that was lying below that painting there were flowers, and his nose was tickling because he was allergic to it. And he opened all his tools and everything because he knew after 4 hours the servants can come at any time. The safe was not going to be hard to open. After all, he had lived with locks and safes all his life. Since he had already had this lock business, so he knew how to open the safe. The burglar alarm was poorly built. He went into the hall to cut its wires, came back and sneezed loudly as the smell of flowers came to him again. So he cut off the alarm wire and he just sneezed because the flower smell stuck his nose. Oh, how foolish people are when they own valuable things, Horace thought. A magazine article had described this house, giving a plan of all the rooms and pictures of this room. The writer had even mentioned that the painting hid the safe. So this shows that he was an intelligent thief. Why? Because in a magazine he came to know about the description. So at that point he thought to took over this house and he will rob here. Then he heard, but Horace found that flowers were hindering him in his work. He buried his face in his handkerchief. Then he heard a voice say from the doorway, "What is it, a cold or hay fever?" Now comes the twist in the story. So he was just putting his handkerchief on his mouth to cover his nose, and then suddenly he hears a noise asking, "Is it cold or hay fever?" Means, are you sneezing from allergy or are you sick? Before he could think, Horace said, "Hay fever," and found himself sneezing again. So because he was knowing that there was nobody in the house, so he just replied in an automatic way that okay, it is a hay fever, and he was just sneezing again. The voice went on, "You can cure it with a special treatment. You know, if you find out just what plants give you the disease, I think you'd better see a doctor. If you're serious about your work, I heard you from the top of the house just now." So now this voice is again talking with him that if you want to cure your disease, you can go to a doctor and everything. And if you want to be in this business, you better be serious about it. You do your homework very nicely about everything, because I have heard you when you were moving through the house. Okay, so this was the first part of the chapter. In the next video, I'll explain the second part of the chapter. Children, kindly read the 2 pages and try to do the question that is given on page 22. Here, the 2 questions given, kindly do them and read the chapter. Thank you.